Howdy, welcome to Happy Jack's Shack. I'm Happy Jack and this is my shack. That's why I call it Happy Jack's Shack. Now this time, because I had a pretty good response to the Dragon Backflow Incense burner, I figured, okay, well, you know how I do. I go crazy with something. I get into something, I go crazy with it. As you can see, I have a lot of backflow cones. So let's do a comparison. I'm going to compare the original cones that came with the Dragon. I'm not even yet, I don't know how to pronounce that name, so what the brand name is, so I'll just either call it generic or the Dragon cones. And then there is the next batch that I had bought, thinking, well, that'd be cool. And that is Otofy. O-T-O-F-Y. Otofy? Sounds good to me. And then I kept getting these incense sticks, and oh, they smell really good. They have a fragrance, and they're really intense. So I figured, well, how about if I can find some backflow cones made by the same company? Is Trummery. T-R-U-M-I-R-I. Trummery? I mean, it starts out looking like Trump, but without the P. I'm not going there. And another thing that we're going to do is I'm going to compare the, not only the intensity of the fragrances for each. Now each one has a purple, which is what is it? Lavender. Now the Dragon cones, they have a purple one, and the Otofy has a purple one. But the Trumpery, or let's just say that it is H-E-M. That's the branding on the box itself for it, and they don't use colorings in theirs. So I figured, okay, well, if they smell good, then who cares about the color? It's all going to turn gray when you burn it anyway. So let's have a look-see. I have a couple of, they say they're stopwatches, but I say they're stop clocks because they're not watches. They're just little table clocks. And I will start them when I light the cone, and then one of them, when it starts showing the smoke coming out of the dragon's mouth, I'll stop it. That tells how long it takes before it starts showing the smoke. And then the other one, I'll let it run until there's no more smoke coming out, when the cone is totally burnt. So let's see how this goes. And so let me get things rearranged and everything, and we'll get started on the comparison. All right, let's see if we can get this thing going right. I have my two timers. This one will be for the how long it takes from when I light the cone, and here's the cone. Let me put that back here where it belongs. And this one will be for the total burn time, how long it actually does smoke. So let's see if I can get these both started about the same time. And they both start. Now I'm going to be testing all three of the different brands, and starting out with the generic. These are the ones that came with the Dragon, and as soon as I start seeing smoke coming out of the Dragon's mouth, then I'll stop the first one. We're at 40 seconds in. Let's see if that helps. Oh, it's still smoking. Up on top, here it starts coming through. And it stopped right at 1 minute 18 seconds. See? Now it start dripping down. And start dripping down into the second pool. And start going on down to the bottom. This always fascinates me. Oh, and you should have seen my neighbor. I got him one, and when went and lit it up and it started to go and smoke, they went bonkers. I'm gonna see if he got his phone out and took a video and then sent it to his brother. So I'm gonna see if I can get that from him. And let me quick go through it. Might cut some of this out. I'm not really getting any real fragrance out of it. Can I do one of my favorite moves? Blow the smoke out and see it all tumble down real nice. It's giving a pretty good thread. It does look like it's just painted on, doesn't it? Oh, all gone. See how long it takes to fill it all back up again. Look at that. That's amazing. Let's see, time check. We are at 4 minutes and 4 minutes 50 seconds. And yeah, I see what most of them are saying. There is no fragrance to it. Smells like burnt wood. But 1 minute 18 seconds to get the smoke started. That's not bad. I don't know what it's doing on that side. I guess it doesn't want to flow all the way down, so it's coming over the edge right in here. That's weird. Almost looks like spider web. That's a mighty big spider. These spider webs are getting big, big, big. And it's been on now for 12 minutes 50 seconds and still going strong. The moat is full. That's wild. Let's see just how strong it is. It doesn't take long at all to start filling it back up, does it? Somebody was saying that they only burn for like about 8 or 9 minutes. But this one's been going now for 1350. Almost. Now it's 1350. And still going. And the smell is still, it's generic. It definitely is not the smell of I want to say lilac. No, it's it's lavender. I had to look on one of the boxes. Now it appears to be kind of thinning out a bit. Not quite as heavy as it was. And once we're done with this one, I'll have to wait until the room kind of clears out of this smoke before I go and do the other one. Odorfee. Geez, it's still coming out. It looks like it's just about at the bottom. So, and we are going at 1640. I mean, burn time is pretty good. Of course, we'll have to wait and compare it with the others, but it's not as prominent in color. It's more of a gray instead of the white. But it's still coming out. I like doing that. But it's not as prominent as it was. And it is a lot easier to kind of blow it away. I think we can pretty much call that it. So shall we call it? So we'll call it. And that is it. And we went 2029. Let's just say 2030. So that's how long it took. 1 minute, 18 seconds before we got smoke coming out of it. And there's still a little smoke coming out, but it's not that much. And 2029, bigger 2030. So we'll clear this up. It's still, you know, there's no real smell to it, except for, you know, it's smoke. That's it. But it looks wet. See you on Odafee. Shall we? Later. Welcome back. Yeah. Now, let's check the clocks. It's zeroed out. That one's zeroed out. Remember, this is the one for how long it takes before the smoke starts coming out. And this takes the full duration of the cone. And I already put it up here, but I will take it out of there. And as you can see, there it is. It's got the hole in it. And it is purple. And it smells kind of like lilac. I mean, lavender. And on the deal, that's the lavender there. So, let's see what we get. This is the Odafee. And the clocks are running. Houston, we are a go. I'm already starting to get some fairly sweet fragrance from it. I don't know if you can see it, but doesn't it look like it's wet? So far we've got a minute 25. We're at 2:25. Yeah, I can see smoke coming up. Starting to think maybe the Odafee is not very good. I haven't tried any of these, so we're looking at 3:35. Starting to wonder if these are going to show anything. We check to make sure that it's on there. And it's still burning. Odafee so far is a no-go. 4:45. So far it appears the generic are better than these. Now we get some smoke. 5:21. So it took 5 minutes before it even started, but it's coming pretty fast now. Oop. Sorry about that. It does smell fairly nice. A little better than the generic. It just took a while to get going. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, we'll let this go for a bit, and I'll catch you back a little later, just before it runs all the way out. Y'all don't go nowhere, you hear? Okay, we're back. And it's starting to thin out. We've got 14:28, 14:30 total time. But the smell isn't bad. I mean, the fragrance isn't really lilac as I remember it. Yeah, you remember the old head shops? Used to find in the malls? You go in there and you always smell, it always smelled of lilac. Lavender. No, this isn't quite it, and it's fading fast. It's about done with. There seems to be a bit of a, almost like a spider web floating around. Let's see if it's still flowing or is it just my imagination. Yeah, seems to be still some there. Not much. Yeah, a lot of this where I'm not doing any talking and we're just watching it whipped, and I will speed it up some so it doesn't take as long. And it's almost like it's just about done. How much have we got? Wow. 1750. Oh no. The other one didn't smell as good as this. The fragrance wasn't, this one's a bit sweeter. It's not really lavender, but it was better than generic. And that seems about it. Is there any more coming out? Doesn't look it. Let's cut it off. And that was at 1840. Well, 1842. It was 521 before we started getting smoke. And 1842. And it is done. And so as far as the burn times and, from lighting to smoke and lighting to no smoke, I think the generic were better than these. Bummer. Thank goodness I didn't spend too much on them. So next we'll see what the HEM are. Okay? Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back for part 3. And this is our last comparison. This is, as you can see, the HEM lavender, and HEM, I would guess, is a subsidiary company of let's see if I can do this right, Trumri, Trumiri, Trumri, something like that, but I'll go with HEM. And this is the lavender. Here's the cone. As you can see, it has the hole in it. So let me set this back here where it belongs. Oh, that seems to be it. And as you can see, the clocks are, the stopwatches are set at 0. So we can have that. That's the first time I had that happen. And we get those started. It also depends on how far the hole in the bottom of the cone, how far in it goes. We're at 130. Then I found if the hole in the bottom does not go far enough up, then it's going to take a while before it burns down enough to actually get to the downflow. Now, of course, these last two cones have been a little bit taller than the original ones. Right now we're at 320. One more minute and it'll be toke time. Oh, I can't do that because my pipe is being cleaned as we speak. Alright, here comes the smoke. And we are at 545. Now let's see how long it lasts. Okay, and now it's flowing pretty good. Still kind of thin, but we'll see. Took 5 minutes, 45 seconds to actually get going. Oh, and it does definitely, that is a good fragrance. I don't know if you would call it lavender. It's been a long time, you know, but I know I'm thinking maybe doing individual fragrance reviews. Just do a single cone per review. I like the way this one over here goes straight down. This one hits and then it kind of flares out like a real waterfall. And the other one just a free fall. All the way down into the moat. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, we're back and it is still smoking like crazy. It smells really good. And we're at 22:45. 22 minutes, 45 seconds. Might as well make it 23 minutes. And it's still going. She looks to be going fairly strong. With little spider webs coming up. Ooh. How would you like to have a dragon filling your house with smoke? You can get from Amazon. 20 bucks. And it comes with 100 cones, a little doily to put it on, and so that way it doesn't scratch up your table. It looks like it's thinning out now. And you also get some tweezers, but I find it easier to do without the tweezer. And it looks like it is almost, and it's done. 24:29. How about that? So let me get all of this written down. I will round that to 24:30. And as you can see, even the little bits on there no longer have any smoke falling. So let me go take care of all of this and then we'll do a wrap up, okay?